Hi everyone, my name is Satish and I'm the project manager for CreatorSuite. So first of all, thank you all for watching our how to series. Please do like, subscribe and follow us on all our social media pages. So today I would like to continue our surveillance example from the last two episodes. Today will be the final episode, part 3, which I'll show you how to create the dashboard and also use videos as an input. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. On episode 1, I've already showed how we actually create custom widgets on CS Serve. So I've gone ahead and added all the necessary widgets. So let me show you all. It's in widget library, and I've created all the widgets that are needed for the dashboard. And on the second part, I've also showed how to create the rule chain. Let's open up the rule chain. So if you're unsure how to do the rule chain or create custom widgets, do refer to part 1 and also part 2 of the video. So now, as always, let's refer back to the documentation. It's under telemetry and the pedestrian walkway surveillance. Let's wait for a while. Okay, so scroll down. We'll be starting from dashboard creation. Okay, where's dashboard creation? Okay, create dashboard. Okay, so first, after adding a rule chain, the important thing is for you to actually follow the steps, which is rule chains, the input and input profiles, right? So let's go ahead and add our inputs and input profile. So I'm gonna add a new input. Input will be surveillance. Okay, and the rest can be basic. Let's add a new input profile as well. Survey profile rule chain. Select the rule chain that we've created before, and the rest can be standard. So in the first video, I've mentioned that we can actually use RTSP as an input for the videos, right? So how do you actually do this is under the input, you can choose RTSP, right? Once you choose RTSP, you can go to the transport configuration and add your server details here, and that's it. You can use RTSP as an input, but today we'll be just using HTTP as our input. So let's go back, select the default, and create the input and input profiles. So now this input and input profile is connected to the rule chain already. And again, RTSP input is as simple as selecting your input as an RTSP and configuring the RTSP server. So if you're unsure how to set up an RTSP server, you can actually Google that, and there are plenty of open source RTSP servers, free RTSP servers that you can use to stream your video. Okay, so today we'll be using HTTP, but I'll also send video, but video will be cut up into images, and we'll be sending images in quick succession to be processed. So in this way, there is even though RTSP is a paid functionality, we can use HTTP and use this method to send your videos as an input. Okay, so now we have added our input and input profiles. Let's go to the dashboard and let's get started with the dashboard. So click add dashboard, get a new dashboard, add a dashboard. All right, add. Okay, let's open up the dashboard. Click the pencil for edit. First, let's change the color of the background. Okay. There's few settings that you need to make sure get it right. First is uncheck keep toolbox open, uncheck display dashboard selection, uncheck display filters, and uncheck display update dashboard. Okay, uncheck those three and increase the column count to 30 so that we can fit more things inside. And for the background color is 101828, which is a kind of like a dark blue. So let's add that in. Okay, and let's save. So now we have our dashboard background ready. So next, let's add the widgets. So click add new widget, scroll down, RTS widget. This I have created. You can view again first video on how to create all these widgets. Okay. So now let's start with the show image widget. Let's add a data source. First, we need to create an entity as. I'm going to put it as PMS, which stands for pedestrian monitoring, PWS, sorry, pedestrian walkway surveillance. Single entity, type as input. The input will be surveillance input. Let's add that. Okay, and for the key is image. Okay, where do I get the key? You can get the key from our documentation. All the keys are here. Okay, so just make sure it's case sensitive and it has to be correct. So the key, once we have the key, we click add. Let's resize it. Okay, this should be okay. Now let's continue with the next widget. So the next widget will be number of person widget. So create a new widget, go down, person widget count, purple widget count, so we add PWS, and it's called person, num person. Okay. So that is num person. That is time series. And so you have number of people widget now. Yes. Okay. So the next widget will be uh, the gender widget. Okay, so let's add the gender widget. So add, choose entity alliance. Key will be num male for the male widget, and add another one, num female for the female widget. Okay, so let's add that. We have both. Okay, I will probably resize it later. So let's add the widgets first. Next is the graph, right? So let's go down, time series graph, add a data source. Key is person. Right. We have the chart now. Add it here. So next will be to add the table. So let's go ahead and add the table. All right, add the table. So So the key for the table will be no mass data. So no mass data is the key for the table. Let's add the table there. So next, we want to add the number of no mask alerts. So let's go ahead and add that. RTSP, mask wearing violation counter, add same parameter, same entity alias, new key, num alert, click add. Okay, let's drag that in. Okay, and the final one will be sorry. So the number of no mask person is actually the key is wrong. The key is num no mask. It's my mistake. Let's add that in. Okay. The final one is actually the social distancing alert. So the social distancing alert key is num alert, which is a mistake on my side. So let's add the social distancing widget. There you go. It's the right one. PWS and the time series key in. Click add. Now you have the key in. You have 6 counting widgets in. I've added the basic widgets. Now let's add the 2 widgets. One is the globe widget. So let's create new widget. I've shown how to create this globe widget on the first episode. So please do refer to that. Just click add. I've already configured it. And then let's add it. Let's add it somewhere here. Make it bigger. Okay, and the final widget will be the info widget, where the face is captured and info of the person is displayed. So let's add again, and the key will be info. All right, so click add. Widget is ready down here. Okay, so currently it's a bit ugly, but I will I'll reorganize it in a moment. Make this bigger. Okay. Let's apply changes and let's have a look. Okay. So we have our basic building blocks for the widget, right? Currently it's just a bit untidy, but let's try and add input in and get an idea if it's working or not. So the way we are gonna actually send a video as an input is actually through HTTP. What you'll need is actually you need to install Python inside your PC. Okay. Also make sure you install OpenCV and also OpenCV libraries and also request library in your Python. Okay. Then let's go and run Python. So I've Open up your command prompt and just point to its, the directory to your Python. Okay. Then let's run the Python code. So this is the Python script. So you can save it in your Python directory, and then you can run this code. So let's get the access token. Video file path is the location of the video in your PC. So the access token, you can get your access token by going to inputs, surveillance profile, copy access token. Okay, so let's copy the access token, and then okay, so now I have my code, this command ready. Okay, copy and paste your access token here, and then your video file here. Make sure to not include this percentage symbol. For the video part, you have to have uh, the quotation marks, yeah, but do not include the percentage symbol. Okay, so let's go to our dashboard. Open dashboard. So this Python script basically takes your video, does some pre-processing on it, cuts up your videos into images, and send images one by one to the to Surf, and Surf will actually run the AI and show you the result in the dashboard. Okay, so let's go ahead and paste the command, click enter. So now it's sending the images. Let's see if it's updating. There you go. So it's updating, but it is slow because the images are actually captured, I mean cut in like around around 5-second intervals, right? So there's a lot of missing data. But because if we send the whole video, we are not going to be able to detect we are not going to be able to run any detection, because um, the server, for the free server, is not capable of running these many different AI models that's running many different calculations at the same time. So now we have a proof of work here. So let's cancel this. Okay, let's cancel this. So as you can see, the model is not accurate because it's an open source model, but it's able to see, okay, maybe this person is not wearing a mask properly, right? And then it's able to display it. Okay. But if you have, let's say, a more clearer video, or let's say if your friends and family is very clear, or just a picture, if you're just sending one or two pictures, it works really well. But when you're bombarding it with high quality videos like this, it needs some support. That's why we have actually done pre-processing the video, which makes the output a bit choppy lah. Yeah. But if you are a paid user, no worries, you can use the full powered server. Okay, so let's tidy up the widgets a bit and make it look nicer, right? So this widget, so needs to be a bit smaller. Okay, we're almost done. Make this slightly smaller. Make this slightly bigger. So I mean, you get the point. All the widgets is highly customizable. You can move it however you want, right? And yep. So I think that's about it for um, today's video. So I hope that you've learned something. Right? I've learned something new, and I hope you actually try this. Try with your personal videos. Maybe get a group of friends. See one is not wearing mask, and then see if you have social distancing working. Right? Test it out. Play around, and then if you want to explore more, you can explore uh, the RTSP server, right? Like I said, go to inputs, uh, click server profile. You can edit the input and uh, change it to an RTSP input, right? Okay, so I hope that you all learned something new from this. This has been a very rewarding series, 3 episodes in total, um, to showcase the power of Surf. Uh, what we show now is just a limitation of us, but for yourself, there's no limits. You can think of anything, whatever you think is possible with Surf. You just have to uh, play around it, use it, right? Try our examples, think out of the box, see if it's applicable to your use case, right? And have fun. So that's all for today. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye bye.